All right, if you're leading a team, you're always on the hunt for that competitive edge, right? But what if I told you the very tools you rely on every single day are about to become your biggest weakness? That's what this is about. We're going to look ahead to 2026 and map out the critical AI upgrades your team needs to make to win.
So let's just start with a really honest question. I want you to think about it right now. Is your team's tech stack getting old? Are the tools you pay for every month holding you back more than they're pushing you forward?
Because here's the reality check. By 2026, and that is right around the corner, the tools that feel so essential today, things like Google Search, even the early versions of ChatGPT, they're on a fast track to becoming legacy tech. And in this environment, legacy is just a polite word for a massive competitive risk.
But look, this isn't about doom and gloom. It's all about opportunity. So we're going to dive into 7 essential upgrades that are going to define what a truly productive team looks like in 2026. And we have to start at the foundation, how your team actually finds and uses information. Okay, first up, the entire concept of web browsing is changing. The old way? You know it well. Go to Google, type something in, and just passively scroll through page after page of links. The 2026 way is proactive. It's using something like Atlas, which is the first AI-native browser that's actually designed to do the work with you.
So what does this actually mean for productivity? Well, instead of your team burning hours just sifting through search results, Atlas automates that research right inside the browser. The takeaway here is huge. Your team's valuable time gets rebalanced. They stop being searchers and they start being analysts and strategists.
And this idea of a proactive AI flows right into our next upgrade, AI assistance. A ton of teams are using ChatGPT right now, and that's great. But the next leap is already here with models like Claude 4, and believe me, the performance jump is massive.
And the business benefit here is just crystal clear. Claude 4 gives you faster and, more importantly, way more accurate answers. The text it generates sounds more human, which is a total game changer for drafting reports, client emails, you name it. For your team, this just means less time editing, less time fact-checking, and less time second-guessing the AI's work.
Now, for any kind of serious market research, the old way of wading through ad-filled search results with kind of sketchy sources, it just doesn't cut it anymore. The real upgrade here is Perplexity Pro. It's an engine built for one thing and one thing only: getting precise, verifiable answers.
So this tool basically acts like a filter, cutting out all the noise. Perplexity Pro gives your team answers with real-time cited sources. No ads, no fluff. And that empowers them to make faster, much more confident decisions because they're using data they can trust and verify in an instant.
Okay, so we've just upgraded how your team finds information. Now, let's get into the tools that are totally revolutionizing how they create and build everything from marketing content to actual software.
The shift happening in video production is, it's just mind-blowing. We are jumping from creating static images with tools like Midjourney or buying expensive stock video to the 2026 way. And that's the next generation of models like Sora 2, which can create incredible, high-quality video from just a simple line of text.
I mean, just think about the impact on your marketing budget and your timelines. Your team can now generate cinema-quality 4K video concepts in seconds. This is going to absolutely slash production costs. But maybe even more importantly, it crushes campaign launch times, from weeks or even months down to a matter of hours.
All right, now for your tech teams. The old way has always been manual coding. It's brilliant, but it's human-paced. The 2026 way is something like Devin 2.0, which it's not really a tool. It's basically an autonomous AI software engineer that joins your team.
The leverage you get from this is just immense. Think of it like a pyramid. Devin 2.0 can handle all the foundational work, the coding, the bug fixing, and it does it 24/7. This frees up your most senior, most expensive engineers to focus on the top of that pyramid, high-level architecture and pure strategy.
Even Voice is getting a huge upgrade. We're finally leaving behind that robotic, kind of soulless text-to-speech from the past and removing to things like 11 Labs 3, which can create voice with a level of emotional realism that is just, honestly, it's startling.
This tool can clone pretty much any voice with complete emotional nuance. So just imagine creating incredibly realistic voiceovers for training materials or marketing videos instantly. You completely eliminate the cost and the scheduling nightmare of hiring voice actors and booking studio time. It's gone.
And finally, the personal assistant. Look, We all know the frustration and limitations of something like Siri. The upgrade is Gemini Live, a truly integrated assistant that actually works across your entire digital life. And this is a genuine force multiplier for every single person on your team. Gemini Live can handle complex scheduling, manage emails, execute tasks across all your devices. It's like giving a dedicated executive assistant to every single employee, unlocking a whole new level of personal efficiency.
So if you only take one single thing away from all of this, let it be this quote. The thread connecting every one of these upgrades is simple. 2026 is all about speed and precision.
And here it is, all in one place for you. This is your 2026 upgrade cheat sheet. From Atlas automating your research to Devon 2.0 acting as a 24/7 engineer, you can see how each upgrade replaces a current bottleneck with a massive gain in either speed or quality or both. This right here, this is your new playbook.
So now for the crucial part. What do you actually do with this information? Because, insight without action is useless. So here it is. This is your mandate, your clear next steps to start using these shifts right away.
I want you to launch your first pilot program this week. It's a simple 4-step process. First, find one high-impact, repetitive task your team does. Second, pick the one tool from this list that fits that task. Third, get a small, motivated team together and let them run with it. And fourth, and this is the most important part, measure the gain. How much faster was it? How much better was the result?
And remember, this whole race is really just getting started. These tools are going to evolve so fast. Staying ahead of the curve is an ongoing job. And for daily insights on what's coming next, resources like CollabGenerate are going to be absolutely essential.
So, I'm going to leave you with this final question. Look back at that list of 7 tools. Think about your team's single biggest bottleneck right now. Which one of these upgrades will you pilot first?